I'm sorry, guys. There is a food group that none of us should be eating. Is it trans fats? Sweets? GMOs? Gluten? Well, not necessarily. It's becoming pretty clear that you can sparingly incorporate most foods into your diet and still live a relatively healthy lifestyle. Body composition is about much more than just what you're eating. It's also about when and how much. For example, this dude recently ate a Big Mac a day for a month and still lost weight. So where am I going with this? I'm working on a collection of videos called the Pretty Sweet series. In this series, I'm looking at processed sugars, artificial sweeteners, and their effects on human biology. But I don't want to become Mr. Anti-Dessert along the way. We all know that too much sugar is not recommended, but you're not going to die because your grandma baked you a cookie. I don't believe in diets of cant, of deprivation, but I also don't believe in diets of deception. So once again, where am I going with this? I want to take you to the intersection of two sayings you've probably heard before. You are what you eat, and we make our habits, then our habits make us. Therefore, if you want to be healthy, then you're going to want to make eating healthy food a regular habit. In a way, you are your eating habits. The choice is in our hands. Or is it? Here's the problem. And here comes that one food group that we should all be avoiding at all costs. I'm talking about fake health food. Very little in this world infuriates me as much as big industry marketers taking advantage of innocent people who just want to make the healthy choice. There are billion-dollar ad campaigns designed to make you think that you're making the healthy choice, when in reality, you're consuming some food-like substance that isn't any better than a damn cookie. I could poke holes in these fake health food items all day, but since this is part of the Pretty Sweet series, I'm just gonna focus on public enemy number one, sugar, whose side effects include early aging, bloating, constant cravings, energy fluctuations, insomnia, autoimmune diseases, hair loss, and, oh yeah, weight gain, just to name a few. Say you're a busy person with a day job, a family, a few hobbies, and a Netflix series to catch up on. You probably don't have the time or energy to look beyond the headlines and ads telling you what to put into your body for optimal health. So, you decide to start your day with the industry standard, a heart-healthy bowl of breakfast cereal. Most nutritionists agree that a healthy breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Get your day off to a great start with a bowl of Maebell Crunchy Granola Raisin Bran cereal. It's the perfect way to start your breakfast. Now, this must be good. It's made with essential goodness, because everybody in the nutrition world knows that you should be getting at least 4 servings of essential goodness per day. What is essential goodness, you ask? I don't know. Puppies? Even better, this cereal claims to be heart healthy. But why? Because diets low in saturated fat and cholesterol may reduce the risk of heart disease. And this correlation comes from an infamous study by Ansel Keys, the 7 Countries study. This is one of the most selective, skewed, and rightfully criticized studies of all time, in which Ansel argues that we should be consuming less fat and more processed grains and vegetable oils. That hundreds of thousands of years of human evolution got it wrong, and that a couple of scientists in a lab with easily reproduced, highly profitable materials got it right. We outsmarted God. Thank you, Ansel. I digress. We're here to talk about sugar. Let's take a look at this heart-healthy cereal's sugar content. 19 grams per cup, but most people actually pour themselves about 2.5 cups. Then they add a healthy low-fat milk to the equation. We're looking at 11 grams of sugar per serving of 2% milk. But there's 2 servings in this bad boy alone. And let's face it, the milk is the best part. So... Sorry, this milk. So let's do the math. An innocent person with a desire to get healthy and just a general lack of knowledge can walk away from their breakfast with about 70 grams of added sugar. Good morning indeed. Let's load up on sugar, processed grains, and vegetable oils. You know what this heart-healthy breakfast basically is? 4.5 oatmeal raisin cookies. But then again, you guys, I'm not nearly as mad at this cookie. Nobody thinks a cookie is a health food. And accordingly, in a healthy diet, they are obviously eaten sparingly at celebrations and festive occasions. Nowhere in the bakery were there signs that said, heart healthy, natural ingredients, or contains vitamins and minerals. I paid the lady at the counter, and we both knew that with this purchase, I was not on my way to better cardiovascular health. That's fine. These cookies may not be made with essential goodness, but they're very similar in makeup to this heart-healthy breakfast cereal. But Chase, this cereal contains 12 grams of vitamins and minerals per serving. Why, yes it does, but you'll see that these vitamins and minerals are added. You see, the quality of most mass-produced processed food is so low that food manufacturers feel the need to go in after the fact and enrich them with vitamins and minerals to make them appear healthier than they actually are. But you wouldn't take down a scoop of arsenic if it had vitamin B12 in it, would you? Just eat the damn cookie and wash it down with a multivitamin. We're being deceived by big food companies to eat more and more fake health food every day. I want my food to fuel me, not fool me. Say hello to unstable blood sugar and goodbye to your own free will. When you start your day with this giant insulin spike, you're gonna get hungry in just a few hours. So maybe you reach for a made with real fruit yogurt. Perhaps wash it down with a vitamin water. Together, 47 grams of sugar. Or 14 fruit chews. After another few hours, it's getting closer to the end of the day, and your blood sugar fluctuations strike again. Good thing you came prepared with nutrition for sustained energy. This'll do the trick. 21 grams of sugar to get me through the rest of the day. So then, by the end of a typical workday, an innocent person trying to live a healthy life could be unintentionally consuming about 140 grams of sugar. Or 3/4 of this classic yellow cake. No, I'm not gonna bake the cake, but you get the idea. And by the time dinner's over, you could easily already be onto your second cake. Okay, I know I'm getting pretty worked up here, guys, but I'm just too passionate about this subject. It's too easy for somebody to think that they're being healthy while actually consuming more sugar in a single day than our hunter-gatherer ancestors would see in a year. Now, you can't get mad at anybody for wanting to eat sugar. You see, we are biologically hardwired to crave sweetness. Sugar triggers dopamine receptors, not just on the tongue, but in the stomach too. That's why companies are even adding trace, almost untastable amounts of sugar to things like salsa and pickles. It's in the damn salsa! Come on! I knew sugar was in everything, but it's even in the salsa now. I'm sure we'll get much more into dopamine, hidden sugars, and breaking addiction in other videos of this series, but for now, just be very aware that the front of the package can be very different than the back of the package. Now, if you want to eat cake all day, I guess that's okay. But if you want to eat healthy and end up eating cake all day without knowing it, then we've got a problem with deceptive marketing and advertising around our foods. We are literally toying with people's lives when we convince them to buy and eat fake health food. If you look into economics, buying food is like voting with your dollars. I want an honest market, where a cookie is a cookie, not a daily staple. Where sugar is the loud guy at the party. Sure, he livens things up, but you get tired of him after a while. Not the scary, ill-intentioned guy lurking in the corner, spiking the Kool-Aid. It's not your fault, and it's not even sugar's fault. It's the deception. Hell, my grandma makes a mean zucchini bread. Every once in a while, I can incorporate a few slices into my overall healthy lifestyle without gaining weight, getting dementia, or losing my hair. In moderation, you won't experience all the negative side effects of... Wait, what was I talking about? Just kidding, I was gonna get rid of that thing anyway. But look, you literally are what you eat. The average adult loses 300 billion cells in a single day. And how do we replenish those? Food. The atoms of your food literally become the atoms of you. What you habitually eat even determines the makeup of your cellular membranes. So it's not just about the fat on your body. It's about the tiniest building blocks of what it is that makes you, you. Get to know your food, get to know yourself, and don't be tricked into becoming something you're not. You want to be fueled by food, not fooled by food. Oh my god. That cereal was 10 times sweeter than the cookie. I'm about to eat some unsweetened baker's chocolate. That was so sweet. Damn, my mouth hurts. Fuck. Nothing against Raisin Bran, but damn, what it is. Just sounds good.